Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Deep Blue Renegade podcast. My name is Molly, also known as the Deep Blue Renegade, and I'd like to welcome you guys to episode 481. Today is Saturday, February 22nd, 2025, and I'm glad you could join me today. It's a beautiful sunny day. I haven't been outside yet. Maybe I'll have to go grocery shopping. We'll see. So, would it be? It has been a pretty exciting couple of weeks trying to get a bunch of like admin stuff done so that I don't need to think about it. um, which I think was mostly just planning a bunch of trips while I had a decent amount of bandwidth to do so. So I just have one more that I have to take care of, and I think we'll be pretty good after that. So that's nice. I had my hot coffee. The Dannies are getting haircuts. The Kathleen Bean is sleeping. So we'll see how it goes. It appears she woke up in the middle of her nap, angry because she was tired. Who knows? So, um, yeah, it's a pretty exciting day, at least for me. So I did finish both of the both of the chorus. So this is a Anita Wilshut or Anna Wilshut pattern. This is the 7th and 8th time that I've knit the Joris. I decided this time to actually do like a little indent for the eye. We'll see. We'll see how well it holds up because it wasn't like I was doing anything in particular in order to keep it that way. So I've successfully stuffed. Looking at what would it be? Looking at the tail and stuff, it does make me wonder a little bit if I had made different choices with this, but it's fine. Well, so because the tail is a modification that I did for the first one, this is the one that I ended up giving to my son and freaking out my first boss because elbows. So, this tail definitely does go to a point, and these ones with the instructions, that's why I probably just need to write new instructions with more correct numbers, but it's fine. So, this one does have a nice little pointy tail, but not too bad. So, this one is my son, and then one of these will be going to my daughter, and the other one will be going to my niece. And we'll see if I need to knit any more of these. I've made one for every one of the siblings and nibblings, so it is pretty cute. My knit group thinks this looks like the Demigorgon. But our kid feels like it's still like soft and cuddly, but definitely can be sort of like posable and that sort of thing. So, and the tail definitely helps with keeping it all solid. Um, so I think I got all of my ends hidden, all the pieces. All I need to do now is just, I had a marker on one of them so I could tell which one was which. I did make a strategic mistake in the knitting or the base yarn of the tail, in which I ended up having a connection on both of them, but it's fine. It's worked out. So, yay! So I knit this out of two different skeins. So I had Seismic Butter Sock, which is the pastel rainbow, and then I had Mitchell's Fiber Creations in one of the unicorn colors. I don't know, do I even have, I don't even know if I have the tags floating around anymore. But I bought them, I think, local yarn store day at Firebirds Yarns in San Francisco. because we were brainstorming what we would do with the yarn, and then I concluded that I wanted it to. I don't know if I made I don't know if I made a sale to the person who was trying to figure out what to do with them, but it's okay. And then the unicorn yarn was on sale. For the big Firebird clearance, but it was fine. I didn't need any more. So, um, very much so living their Lisa Frank, neon bright clown barf life. But overall, I think it's fun. So, and then it turned out that I don't know if the seismic ended up maybe having a little bit more pink, but it definitely, like, looking from afar, like pink, like there's definitely a decent amount of pink in here for sure. So, what would it be? So now we have them all complete set. So, would it be if anyone has more children, I'll knit more. But I was definitely maybe getting like a little bit tired of the project. As you. But overall, quite happy. I knit pretty much the pattern except for the tail bit, so it'll be okay. So it is the case where I am wondering, looking at them, if it turned out that I was decreasing 6 evenly instead of 5. So, but that's how I knit this one, not how I knit the other one, so it's fine. As you do. Um, oh man, for some reason that really like kicked up a lot of dust or something for me. Whatever. So, what that means, since I finished that, is I am now down to only one project. So these are the Dark Father socks that I'm knitting out of Mustache Yarn, Dark Father colorway, in the Just Ribbing pattern, which is basically my vanilla sock. I don't think the pattern's in print anymore, but it's a 2x1 rib. Guess it. um, and so I finished doing the gusset decreases last night, and it does look really cool in a self-striping yarn. Um, the only thing that I end up doing maybe a little bit different is that I pull from the other end of the ball of the mustache, so that I have an uninterrupted striping sequence on the front of the sock. So it leaves me like a bit more end weaving to do, but I think overall it makes a better product because that way you don't have like a stripe discontinuity. So I am knitting these for a friend. They have been a fairly long-term project because I cast them on at SSK in July and then wasn't able to knit a whole bunch starting like in August, or would it be like the end of August, beginning of September. And so it's only more recently that these have been getting more love. Um, so size 0 needle, 72 stitch sock. Um, and so far so good. So it should be pretty straightforward to finish at this point. Not sure if I'm going to set myself up or not. So the question is if I end up starting a project, or if I end up just finishing these. So this is how much more sock I need to do. So I have like basically 2 color repeat to it. That's not quite right. It's like 3, yeah, 3 color repeats to go, I think would be the best way of putting this. So I'm just finished the blue stripe on this sock, and then I still have some more. I have another full round of Anakin and another full round of Darth Vader to go. And then half Darth Vader. So Not too bad. So not sure how that's gonna go. Would it be like if like it is good um like TV watching knitting, so there is that for sure. Um so not too crazy there. And then what I didn't get a chance to do yet, but do want to do sometime today, hopefully. Well, actually, one of the things I need to do is clean up and put away these balls and figure out about how much leftovers I have of either of these. And then after that, which may or may not involve ball winding, who knows. But the next thing that I want to do is actually to wind yarn for swatching. So this is my Maiden's Wish that I ended up spinning as a 6-ply cable fingering weight yarn, and that I want to knit a Go-Go Dynamo with. And then what I need to decide upon is if I'm going to use silver, blue, or both in order to get the bright contrast. Would it be the more contrast will be the silver, um, but I am still trying to figure out if I want to incorporate the blue as well, as you do. So that is gonna be like a little bit of work. And then the other thing that I have ready to go, which probably will start getting carried around, is I have these two yarns. So this is Volmisa Blend. So this is their merino cashmere nylon. And I'm going to be knitting a double brioche hat. So it is the fireworks hat by Olga Jazzy, and water has definitely been spilled on this pattern. So now that everything's dry again, we can probably pop this back in the bag and call it good. So, so I think those will be pretty good projects going forward. Not too crazy there. And it may be the case where I'm thinking I get the hat started now. Because it's definitely going to be it was definitely it's definitely going to be a challenge sort of project in making sure that I'm following directions and executing because the increases and decreases are very different. And I had to drop a ton of needle sizes in order to get a reasonable. So, like in class, I was knitting with 4s, and that was just way too loosey goosey. So, I have I have my 1s out in order to do that, in order to make a nice firm hat. So there's that. And in other exciting news, um, I did finish spinning the singles. And this actually might end up being a winding project as well. So I finished the singles. So this is my split into thirds ply. So this has Hello Yarn, Yarn School fiber dyed by me, mixed BFL, a little bit of baby mohair. Um, so I need to wind off the leftovers into a cake. So, or would it be? Yeah, I need to wind them off into a cake so that would it be so that like I have enough bobbins, because I'm definitely getting fairly low, and it does seem fairly consistent that I'm not quite able to get all of them onto one. So this is the only one that I managed to cram, and this is the really long one. And then while I'm winding here, then I will also do this one for the second ply. So looking promising for sure. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to. I don't think that I'm going to do the whole bobbin because it is much more convenient to ply from bobbin instead, but I don't have enough. But I know. Well, I don't have enough lazy Kate space. I'm sure I could rig something together. But what this does mean is that I have started the fourth ply. So, um, so I'm spinning, or would it be? So these are the lengths of fiber split into half. Um, and so that results in slightly longer color runs than previously. The overall goal is that the yarn, like I want to have it turn out something like this. So this was fiber that was prepared in like a similar way, um, where I have like a main color, which turned out in this one to be purple, and then in this project is going to be the blue, and then I have these other what would it be? These other complement colors in there as well. So, and then it would be the case where with a 5-ply, I'm hoping to get like a heavier weight yarn, like DK or worsted, and it's always DK worsted sweater wearing season here, so it should be pretty exciting. Um, so and I've already done like I'm actually now on like my third length of fiber, but the bag, as we can tell, is pretty full right now. So that might be another reason why I need to wind off yarn because I think my Lendrum bobbins instead of my Anchorworks bobbins um are definitely smaller. Like they're definitely holding what I feel like they hold less, but who knows. Um, in terms of excitement, what would it be? I'll have to see whether or not I need to delay recording like a little bit. I'll have to figure out when my in-laws are coming back to visit. I think they're coming early March, so we might be okay. Um, I will be going on a trip to London, um, and that's gonna be the end of March, so that should be a lot of fun. It's a birthday, Christmas present, end of new parent leave blowout sort of trip. I'm going to Boise for a wedding, so that should be a lot of fun. And then I have my SSK trip, so I need to still buy tickets for the SSK trip. Um, so that one is a lot of moving pieces. Would it be mildly annoyed with, I suppose. Because it involves flying solo with the kiddos more times than I would be. The number of plane changes is or the number of flights solo is fairly high, so less than excited about that, but we'll get it figured out. Um, so should be exciting. And then would it be? And then in March, would it be? I guess it's like more like the middle of March is the Bay Area Yarn Crawl. And maybe I've accidentally scheduled a trip which coincides with that again, but at least I will be off. Um, so it would be the case where there are like 22 yarn stores in the Bay Area, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to try for blackout. Last year I wasn't able to because one of the weekends I decided to go to Asia. So I ended up hitting a bunch of East Bay shops, and then like did like a big tour with my knitting group. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But also that ends up resulting in like a little bit of a pickle because it'd be like I I am, or would it be I'm finishing up projects that I wound the yarn for in July. Yeah, whatever. Um so it hasn't been like a huge knitting progress year this year. Um but I think I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Would it be? It was like maybe I should be winding yarn for a sweater, but it's fine. All right. It sounds like duty calls. I cannot wait any longer. So, with that, I hope you guys have a lovely week and I look forward to talking to you guys soon. So, take care guys. Bye-bye.